Romania is a country in southeastern Europe, bordering Bulgaria to the south, Serbia and Hungary to the west, Ukraine to the north, and Moldova to the east. It also shares a coast to the Black Sea. With a total area of about 238,000 square kilometers, Romania is the 12th largest country in Europe. The only official language in Romania is Romanian, but there are about 20 recognized minority languages in Romania. These range from German and Russian to Yiddish and Albanian. Romania's largest cities are Bucharest with about 2 million inhabitants, which is also its capital city, followed by Cluj-Napoca, Timișoara and Iași. In total, Romania has a population of a bit over 19 million, however it is declining due to low birth rates and immigration. Back in the 1990s, there were over 23 million people living in Romania. A shrinking population, however, also has its upsides. For instance, the fact that rents and property prices are tending to decline, which is great if you are looking for affordable housing. Romania is known for its castles, its vampire and Dracula stories, for the Carpathians and the brown bears and wolves that are living there, for the Danube Delta, which is Europe's second largest river delta after the Volga Delta in Russia, for its communist past, and for its famous car brand Dacia, that offers cars with a very good price-performance ratio. But as we will find out later, Romania has much more than that to offer. About 90% of the population living in Romania are of Romanian ethnicity, but about 6.5% are ethnic Hungarians. Over 92% are Christians and about 5% do not identify with any religion. Here are some more facts about Romania worth knowing. Romania is home to the world's heaviest building, called the Palace of the Parliament. It is 240 meters long, 270 meters wide, 86 meters tall, and required about 3 billion euros to build. 100,000 people worked on the site building the structure. It has 1,100 rooms, 8 underground levels, as well as a nuclear bunker that is connected with other government buildings by 20-kilometer-long tunnels. On Google Maps, one has the ability to explore the Palace of the Parliament, so this comes in handy if you want to learn more about this massive building. On the other hand, one must also mention that many of the 1,100 rooms are not used. And this palace is a good example for the fact that a government in general is an institution that probably does not use its financial resources in the most effective and efficient way possible. Another interesting fact is that the largest mammal of Europe also lives in Romania, alongside with some other countries. With about 600 to 700 kilograms, the European bison was nearly hunted to extinction, but in recent years has been reintroduced to several Eastern European countries, including Romania. Romania has a 3-colored flag. Blue stands for freedom, yellow for justice, and red for brotherhood. Another interesting fact worth knowing is that in the 1989 revolution, many flags had the communist coat of arms cut out. So the flag of the Socialist Republic of Romania was changed into this version by protesters during the revolution, and sometimes it is still used in protests even today. And it is very difficult not to confuse the flag of Romania with the flag of Andorra, Moldova or Chad. Romania is one of those countries with many national symbols. From these flowers here to the lynx as the national animal, from the pink pelican and the golden eagle as the national birds, to the oak as the national tree, Romania even has a national sport which is named oina and is similar to baseball. And Romania also has some national foods that we will talk about soon. Even though Romania has been part of the European Union since 2007, people do not pay with the euro, but with the Romanian leu. The Romanian economy is the world's 46th largest and the 12th largest on the European continent. It is the largest electronics producer in Central and Eastern Europe, and maybe that's why Romania is a country with one of the fastest internet speeds worldwide. But we'll talk about that in a moment. In the past 20 years, Romania has also grown into a regional center for mobile technology, information security and related hardware research. The country is a regional leader in IT and motor vehicle production. Romania's top 10 export goods are vehicles, machinery, chemical products, electronic products, electrical equipment, pharmaceuticals, transport equipment, metals, food products, as well as rubber and plastics. Moreover, the tourism industry is strong, with more than 15.7 million domestic and foreign tourists visiting this country in 2018. And this is not surprising, since Romania has beaches and seaside resorts, tourist attractions on the countryside, and also ski resorts up in the mountains to offer. The tourism industry of Romania generates about 5.2 billion euros annually, which makes it the 32nd largest in the world, ahead of countries like Slovakia and Bulgaria, but behind Greece or the Czech Republic. Most foreign tourists come from Moldova, Hungary, Bulgaria, Ukraine and Germany. Apart from the tourism industry, agriculture and fishing also play an important role in Romania's economy. And this is not surprising, given the country's coastline to the Black Sea. Romania's largest export partners are Germany, Italy and France, whereas its largest import partners are Germany, Italy and Hungary. Later in this video there will be an interview with Stefan, who is Romanian and will share some more insights about his home country. Also, he will provide useful information to anyone who is interested in moving to Romania. If you have an idea which country I should cover next, please let me know down in the comments. This video is part of a video series that covers informative facts and the migration procedure of many countries around the globe. I've created videos for countless countries worldwide. You can find the playlist linked in the video description below. But let's return to Romania. What are the main upsides of moving to Romania and what needs to be considered? As of the 2019 UN report, Romania ranks 80th among the countries with the largest foreign-born population. About 460,000 people living in Romania were not born there but moved to this country during their lifetime. The largest foreign-born populations are the Moldovans, followed by the Italians, the Spanish and the Ukrainians. But what are the greatest upsides of moving to Romania? One unique upside of Romania is its fast internet speed. As of 2017, Romania ranks 5th worldwide in terms of overall internet speed, only topped by Hong Kong, Sweden, Norway and South Korea. If you are working remotely, then you won't face any problems in doing your work out of Romania. Another upside is the climate in Romania. It transitions from a somewhat continental climate in the country's west to an oceanic climate at the east coast. Speaking of the coast to the Black Sea, this 225 kilometers long coast offers great beaches and resorts, opening all doors to activities that are related to the sea. In Constanta, the largest Romanian city at the Black Sea, average temperatures do not drop below 0 degrees Celsius in winter, while summers get very warm with about 10.3 hours of sunshine a day. In the capital city Bucharest, the climate is a bit more continental, which means that winters are colder and summers are warmer. Also, the Romanian nature is an upside. As mentioned before, Romania has beaches and mountains to offer, which means that one can do all sorts of winter activities during winter months and visit the sea in summer. Additionally, Romania has one of the largest areas of undisturbed forest in Europe, covering almost 27% of its territory. The Romanian nature provides home to 50% of all European brown bears and 20% of all European wolves, when not considering the European part of Russia. Romania also offers a safe home to 1,500 lynx, as well as the short-beaked common dolphin in the Black Sea. As mentioned before, the Carpathian Mountains shape the country's nature significantly. Romania has 10 mountains with a height of more than 2,500 meters above sea level. The highest point of the southern Carpathians and all of Romania is called Moldoveanu, with 2,544 meters above sea level. The Danube also characterizes the country, since it flows more than 1,000 kilometers through Romania and is an important transportation route. It flows to the Danube Delta, which exits at the Black Sea. The Danube Delta is Europe's second largest river delta and is also home to the previously mentioned pink pelicans. Romania also has over 3,400 lakes, all of which account to about 1.1% of Romania's surface area. There are 148 bird sanctuaries in Romania, and nature reserves make up about 23% of the country. Nevertheless, illegal logging endangers some forest regions of the country. So to sum up, even though Romania is just the 12th largest country in Europe, it is surprisingly diverse in nature, from mountains to forests to lakes, rivers and the coast to the Black Sea. Let us take a quick look into the Romanian cuisine. One of the most important ingredients of the Romanian cuisine is corn, either corn flour or corn semolina. Lamb and sheep milk play another important role in the cuisine of Romania. Romanian cheese, soups and vegetable as well as fish is common in the Romanian cuisine. Potatoes do not play such an important role as in other Central and Eastern European countries. Dishes of national importance are bulți, a kind of polenta, mititei, borș, fasole cu ciolan, and cozonac. Sorry for my mispronunciation, by the way. Furthermore, Bulgaria, Moldova, Ukraine, Serbia and Hungary are in close travel distance, allowing you to explore these countries easily. Last but not least, the lower cost of living is another upside of moving to Romania. If you live off $3,000 a month in Chicago, you need about $1,290 a month for the same quality of life in Bucharest. This means that the cost of living in Bucharest is about 57% lower than the cost of living in Chicago. But in spite of all these upsides, there are also some drawbacks that you will need to consider when moving to Romania. First is the fact that English is not as common on the countryside. So it does make sense to start learning Romanian, also to better connect with locals. Another drawback is the fact that traffic is very chaotic, at least in Bucharest, and there are only a few bike lanes. As with moving to most countries in Central and Eastern Europe, it makes sense to either have some savings accumulated or to have a regular income stream from your home country, as wages are relatively low. Corruption is another problem that Romania faces. Wild dogs apparently is also a point to consider, at least in some areas of the country. In Bucharest, their number is estimated at about 60,000. Let us continue with interviewing Stefan. Stefan, where in Romania do you live and which regions did you visit so far?
So, I live in the northeast in the Bukovina region, and I have visited Iași, Botoșani, Suceava, and I've also briefly visited the western side of the country when I went to Germany a few years ago.
Which cities and regions of Romania would you recommend people who are interested in moving to Romania?
This really depends on your lifestyle. If you want a quiet life, the best option is probably a small town in Bukovina or Maramureș. But if you want to live in a city, I would recommend Brașov, Cluj-Napoca, Iași and Oradea.
What do you enjoy most about your life in Romania?
I think that my favorite part about living here is the beautiful nature. When I look out the window, I see mountains and forests, and it's very nice and relaxing.
What do you see a downside of living in Romania?
A downside would be the infrastructure. Like many East European countries, Romania has slow, old trains, bumpy and cracked roads full of potholes and stuff. Also, we have very few highways.
What advice would you give people who are interested in moving to Romania?
So my advice is to embrace the culture. We really want people to respect our traditions and stuff. Also, you should also learn the language, even though most Romanians can speak decent English. It will help you communicate better.
Thank you, Stefan, for taking time to join this interview. Please make sure to check out his YouTube channel, linked in the description below. His channel is called Aisbargen, so yeah, make sure to check out his channel. But what needs to be done in order to move to Romania? Citizens of countries that are part of the European Union, as well as citizens from almost all North and South American countries, are able to visit Romania visa-free for a maximum of 90 days. This comes in handy since it allows you to visit this country on your own before deciding to move there. There are many long-term visas that Romania offers, which includes a visa for economic activities, commercial activities, employment or studies. Since this strongly depends on your personal preferences, and because these regulations change frequently, please take a look at the official website linked in the video description below for more information.